Okay, navman my truck GPS opening. So with this video, like the previous GPS that didn't work out, it'll be the box opening and then test results, and whether it's a return or not, or whether it's a good purchase. This GPS cost $500, and that's down under, and I just jumped on the internet. Probably see the same place to purchase it. If you put something like My Truck 2 GPS navman. Okay, professional truck mode, My Truck 2, 7-inch screen, Australian Good Food Guide, AVN, premium driver alerts, it's speed and school zones, live traffic updates, Bluetooth hands-free. Okay, spoken safety alerts, driver fatigue alert, smart find, smart route, driver alerts, yeah, Lonely Planet, travel guides. It's not too hopeful with a truck GPS, but anyway, moving forward. Okay, so it's time to open it up. Okay, that's fuel type search, rapid map refresh, speed limit alert. So it's virtually what I read out before. Okay. Okay, so now I've got another what appears to be a IQ test. That's not too bad with this one. There we go. Easy. Okay, that's the unit there. Looks like the charger there. Okay. Then we have a charger, and looks like a conventional fitting for the charger. We've got an attachment. I assume that's an audio to go into the car stereo system. A connector for the computer. Window suction cup. It extends out a bit longer because it's for a truck to be closer to the driver. That's the suction cup there. We've got a DVD. I hope that's an instructional one. Not too good if you've got to download stuff from the internet, because it usually doesn't work. Okay. Screws to possibly attach the window suction cup to the navman. Hopefully they won't come undone or go loose. Excuse me. Okay, so software license and a manual, quick start guide, 2-year limited warranty for what it's worth, and promotional pamphlet there. Okay, well on the weekend I'll get it going and try and film it working and see how it goes. I notice it says here, important, please install NavDesk software to your PC or Mac. This will allow your device access to regular software updates and map upgrades when connected to your PC or Mac. Please do not dispose of the supplied DVD. So I'll give it a try. I've got a bit of an old computer, but I'll see if it works. Okay, I'll put the DVD and the CD in the computer. Not all computers have got access to be able to put a CD in these days, I notice. Ah, well, what a surprise. Popped it straight back out. Okay. There's a GPS sticker off it. So I got a covered film, plastic film front. I notice there seems to be a gap. Oh no, that's okay. Looks like an on and off button. Memory card. Speaker. Nothing on this side. That's for the charger. AV in. That's the underneath. That's the top. Okay, so it says here, when charging the battery for the very first time, you should charge it for at least 12 hours. I know that it's important to fully charge a battery when it's new, so I'll get the USB. It says using the USB cable, so that's the USB cable there, and I'll start charging it up. Okay, so I'll plug this in. I'll be leaving the computer on overnight and probably the next day to make sure that it's absolutely fully charged. There it is. There's the light there. So that's now charging. And I'm keeping all my stuff together and with the box and the original package, just in case it's got to be returned. Okay, it's a couple of days later and it's charged up. So charge only or computer. Please select a connection type. Charge only. So computer. Navman My Truck 2. Okay, so that's the charging. That's what it does when it's charging. So I'll just push the button again. Got nothing. Okay, I'll disconnect the USB charger cable. Okay, so it's recognizing that. I don't have very much luck with technology, I've got to say. Okay, safety agreement, accept, or it won't work. Welcome to the Navman tutorial. Show you the key functions. Show tutorial on startup. So next, position your Navman according to the installation instructions. Oh, that's attaching it to the windscreen. All main features, main menu. There's that one there. Select the map from the main menu. Current location is shown with a special symbol. You can drag the map to show the surrounding area. Tap on the map for more options. So you give the map a tap. We'll come to that later on. I'd say this is going to be a fairly lengthy video. Hopefully this thing will work. It's about the best I could find. I had a good look around. Navman, I don't hear so much about Navman here. It's mainly, what is it now? TomTom and Garmin. If the speed limit is shown, it will be displayed. If you exceed the speed limit, the display becomes highlighted and an audio alert. Okay, that's good. Tap Find to search for addresses and points of interest. Well, if I'm driving a truck I won't be a tourist, so to select the displayed item, tap OK. Okay, I don't understand that straight away. To see a list of items matching the text you have entered, tap List. Okay. To clear your entry and start again, tap and hold the delete key. Okay, delete key to start again for the road name. To search in a different country, tap the country selector. Well, I live on an island. When you tap go, your navman will find the route to your destination. Okay, well, it's got a go button. That's better than the previous one. The go button disappeared, so it got sent back. It wasn't a navman, it was a cheaper brand on eBay. I'd never heard of it before. You can compare a number of possible routes on a map. Well, you know, this costs a lot of money, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the expert, and it's up to me to find up to the GPS to find the best route. You can compare a number of possible routes on the map. No comment. Your next turn is shown at the top of the screen. You can tap it to get the GPS to repeat the voice instructions. Okay, so I can tap around and get different information. Pop-ups will alert you to delays ahead. Press the traffic event button to see more events on your route. Food, petrol, cash and other useful services. Select a shortcut. You can save your current location or your whole journey in My Places. Right. Select My Places if you want to go to a saved location. To preview a route, press Route Simulation on the main menu. To create multi-stop trips, use the Trip Planner button on the main menu, then add Recorder or optimize your waypoints. Please check your user manual that can be found on the DVD enclosed. Well, we know what happened with the DVD, it got spat straight out. End. That's it. Metric, imperial, fractional, imperial, miles, yards, imperial or metric kilometers. Well, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. Okay, I'll set the date and a few other things. Okay, I've got a Samsung Galaxy pen, so we'll see how that goes. 12 or 24 hour. I think we'll say 12. Loading maps. No home has been set. Would you like to set it now? Okay, so I've set a few things. Let's have a quick look around. Find. Okay, let's pick a nice pleasant place. Let's pick Ocean Road on Palm Beach. Nice area, my favourite place. So, alright, keyword. Ocean Road, O-C-E-A-N. O-C-E-A-N. Ocean, space, where would the space be? Here? No. Back. Okay, it's gone. O-C-E-A-N. Space. Ocean Road. And enter. Okay. Searching. Ocean Road, Manly. Nope. No. Palm Beach, Ocean Road, Palm Beach. Number 1. And OK, and go. I haven't put in this thing that I'm a truck yet. Fastest, economical, easiest, shortest. I say that easiest would be the go. Minus acquiring GPS signal. Minus. Okay, so we got 7 minutes later, and they're still looking for a GPS signal. I'm not going to say that that would fix itself when you're driving or when it's moving around, because I don't know. There's a go button, but it's still searching for the signal. Okay, let's try and get out of this and just try and program the truck dimensions in. So first thing I see is that there's no escape button anywhere. There's nothing to get out of this program. I'll try pushing the button, the charge on off button. So it's going to turn it off. Now this isn't good. This is not good. Okay, so it's switched off. Alright, I'll switch it on. Okay, I'll switch it on, just come back to the same map. I'm going to touch the screen. Okay. Okay, so in the interest of keeping this video as short as possible, I'm going to just quickly go through all of the program here. Oops, it's not good that it doesn't really give you enough time.
Test.
Waypoint. I don't understand what a waypoint is. Waypoint. Destination, maybe? Okay, let's try this. Let's go through all the programs here. Remember that I haven't used this. I'm learning to use it. Okay, so that's to find a place. That's for the map. I don't see a return button anywhere, so I'll tap the screen. I'll tap this over here, that brings me to the main menu. My places, so that's the back button there. Explore. Unable to determine your position. The traffic is not available at present. Please ensure that there is a service in your area. So I can't find the GPS or the satellite, I mean. Settings, audio, screen, safety, driver fatigue, speed limit display, set manual speed alert, warn me not to operate my navman. I've got some similarities with a Garmin. Route options. I'm looking for the option to program in the size of the truck, because this is a truck GPS. My maps, language, answer calls by voice, units, time zone, Bluetooth, trip meter, device demo. I'm not seeing any truck options yet. Settings, surely to be in the settings. Screen, safety, route options. Strange. Settings. Mode maybe? Okay, professional truck. A route is in progress. Are you sure you want to change mode? Yep. This option is designed to assist in the driving and routing of professional trucks. If professional trucks mode alert are supported in your area or region, you may receive messages to alert you to locations of known professional truck restrictions. They don't want to take any responsibility. If I don't push accept, it won't work. Total truck weight 50 tonne, total truck length 19 meters, width 2.5 and height 4.3. Doesn't have hazmat and it's not a B double. Okay. Speed limit displayed, alerts, axle weight, so 100 kilometers an hour automatically. I believe the B double can do 100 kilometers an hour, and tractor trailer or semi trailer can do 110 in 110 speed limit zone. So that was mode. Travel guide. Well, I'm certainly not going to be a tourist. Well, this is interesting. It says battery is low, and I've charged it up for about 48 hours. I'll put the USB cable back in. Please select a connection type. I don't understand what's going on at the moment, and the battery should last far longer than that. So it's charging up, so I'll push the button here on the side and nothing's happening. I'll take this out and it works. This is very strange because when it's running and it's in a truck, it's going to have the you know, the power outlet charger going, and it should go when this USB cable's in. Tutorial, skip the tutorial. So loading maps. That's strange to me. Should work. It should charge while it's working. I'm in my office right now, not in the car, so I'll try and run through these just for clarity. I'll try and run through them all. The battery is low. Okay, it's got a battery thing there. I don't know how long is it going to take before they make these things with good sized battery in it. I mean, I only use it for about 10-15 minutes. Charge only your computer. The computer won't work when it's charging, I think. Yeah, the computer won't work when it's charging. There's not going to be any difference between this is a 24-volt system because it's plugged into a computer, so maybe it's recognizing the voltage and it's not it's only charging, not working. Okay, it definitely won't switch on while it's plugged in the office computer. I'll remove the charge cable and I'll press the button on again, and it'll just be going around in circles because it's just going to give the same message that the battery's low. Okay, I'll bring it to the car and see if I have more luck. Okay, so these two small screws that we saw earlier on in the video, they will go here, I'd say. There's two plugs here. I can't remove them, so I'm going to attach it there. They seem to fit. Bit hard to turn. They might have a bit of blue lock on them. Might show up just there. But that's a good sign if it actually fits and works. See, battery is crucially low. Connect to a power source immediately. Well, no, that's just ridiculous. Only getting about 10 minutes use out of it. You should be able to use it for about half an hour or so. So that's the holder there. It's got a ball there. It's got a cup there. So I'll assume that the ball goes into the cup. That's the tightening mechanism. It's got a thread. It's got a thread there. Put that over there. Push that in. Tighten that up and it should hold. Okay, that's good. The tightening points are there, here and there. Okay, so I'm in the garage, I'm at my car. There's the power connection there. That will slip into that gap, no doubt. Should just lock straight in, shouldn't be any problems. It's in the right way, so it should just pop in. Yeah, there shouldn't be any problems at all. Seems to be a good enough design. I can see how it all fits together. It's definitely the right way, so it should just be a matter of pushing that in. Okay, just giving anyone watching the video the heads up. Here there's the gap, and these are the slots that slot into there on the GPS unit. And so this connector here has got two ridges around there. What happens is that slots into there first. So see there, and push that, and that slots into there, and then it gets connected to the GPS. So there's the power outlet from the car, and that slots into the computer as you connect that. So just try and slot that in there like so, and then that connector through there should go straight in, as it does. So it's definitely a more robust unit than a car GPS, which of course it would have to be. Okay, so that's it there. Let's attach it to the windscreen. The suction cup's interesting. Just get a pointer. It's got this sort of a sticky ridge around there. This is hollow and inset, and along the side here it's got this side and a ridge around the very side there. Don't know how long that's going to last. It's very sticky. Okay, so that's now attached to the window. I'll just turn the ignition on. Okay, so now I'll turn the unit on. Just get it lined up a bit for the camera. So it's no longer saying that it's not charging or that it needs charging, because that was ridiculous. As I said, I charged it for 2 days non-stop. I had the computer running, and I only got about 5-10 minutes worth out of the battery. So find is all these options here by the postcode, intersection, keyword, etc. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, I'd have to tighten up the back there. Alright, go back to the menu, map, battery's low, connect to a power source. Okay, I'll plug in the cigarette lighter. It's now connected to the car power, and off it goes automatically. That's good to see. Now to return, we touch the screen and go back to the menu, my places, explore. Your navman is unable, can't determine the position. Okay, so traffic's not available at present. Later on in this video I'll be taking this for a test drive. I don't think I'll be able to keep the camera on it as it's working. I might try and work something out for that, but that'll be later on. Settings, audio, screen, safety, map display, time zone, language, demo, Bluetooth, trip meter, device, demo. What's that got to do with New South Wales? I don't know, that's no demo. Excuse me. Voice command.
Say one of the options below, then follow the prompts. Continue 1.6 kilometers.
No, I don't understand that. Maybe it's found the GPS. Unsurfaced roads? No, there's no unsurfaced roads.
Continue 1.6 kilometers. Continue 1.6 kilometers.
Unsurfaced roads cannot be avoided. Well, that's good if I'm in a truck, isn't it? Okay, so this voice command,
Say one of the options below, then follow the prompts.
Voice command, I don't know what that's got to do with voice command.
Command not recognized. Please say again.
Okay, I don't understand that. Okay, so trip planner, current trip, got a trip underway. Phone, route simulation, find route simulation. Mode, so we put the mode in. So if you're in a truck and you're running out of fuel, you go to press the petrol button and nothing. You're tired, you've been driving all day, you want a hotel. And nothing. You want to take money out of the bank? Nothing. You got to laugh at some of this technology. This is in professional truck mode, and yet just here we've got custom places of interest alerts. You know, you probably find that this might be of some use. The screen's bigger and it may have truck routing on it, although I don't know if the information, if they'd have the information, you know, living where I live. I'm not in the USA, so I don't know how accurate it'd be, but something like if you use this in conjunction with Samsung Galaxy to find petrol stations and other information, might work. I've also thought about running two GPSs. I see that some people in the USA that make videos that drive trucks run two GPSs and are able to better route the truck. Okay, let's try and program in a street. Okay, so you confirm the track dimensions that you've programmed in before. One or more unsurfaced roads. Includes four-wheel drive tracks. Oh no. Ensure you and your vehicle are appropriately equipped for conditions you may encounter along your journey. Yeah, in a prime mover.
Continue 2.2 kilometers.
What's this? And how do you make the map bigger or smaller? You know, other GPSs have got an option to move out and move in. I don't see anything here. It's just that's all there is. Okay, this GPS is dialed into the internet. The reason I say that is because 5:46 is the actual time. That's the precise time. So, map options, detour distance. Zoom. Okay. So, where's it gone? Zoom. You got to be quick. You can't do this while you're driving, I tell you. I'm pressing the minus or out button, and it's, I see you keep pressing it. Okay. You got to be quick. So it looks like how would I get back to that map? It looks like as you're driving, or they should really have the buttons here. You got your zoom there. That should really be there all the time. You shouldn't have to go back into the program to bring that up. The route. Cancel route. Route options. Custom avoidance. Landmarks. Places of interest. Mileage recorder. Captured journey. Advanced routing. Certainly not entertainment. This is supposed to be a factual video for anyone considering purchasing this this navman MyTrack GPS. I think the major downfall of this is that it recognises a 24-volt system, and you can't sort of and it won't work. It'll only charge on a 24-volt system, and that's the power outlet on your house. So you can't sort of study it or program it, you know, in your office or anything like that. You've got to come down to your car to use it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for sticking with the video this far. The next couple of clips should be the actual use of the video. I'll try and mount the camera up here somewhere, watching the GPS, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, excuse the quality of this video. I'm making this video in my spare time. I don't have any spare time. I'm going for licenses and everything. But this morning on the way to work, I wasn't driving a truck. I tested out the GPS, and it was a fail. Okay, so I'm going down this road here, and everything was going okay until I got to here. Now, what happened was, as you can see, the road branches out here, and you can turn right onto this road. Sorry, left onto this road, because I was heading in this direction here. That's the route there, and down here. Now what the GPS told me to do was turn left onto this road, and then unfortunately, so I'm going in this direction, it's told me to go right this way when I want to get down here. Okay, so that's a fail. So again, it's told me to go down this street here, down this small street here. There's a big shopping centre here. That was okay, but it's told me to go in the opposite direction to the direction I needed to go. And that's the route up there. There's a special purpose built intersection here where you can go up and off this road and onto this road here. That has been in place for at least 6 years, I'd say 7 or 8 years. Okay, and this is a new GPS, so it's not a very good start. So what I'll attempt to do is tomorrow morning actually film it and you know, see what happens the second time around. One good thing about the GPS is that it shows the location of speed cameras, so it does that pretty accurately. It'll also tell you when you're speeding, it'll warn you, and that works pretty well. Another good thing about the unit is it'll tell you the lane position. See there, that works pretty well. So yeah, it does a good job of showing the lane position. You know what I really don't understand about these GPSs? They know where every single safety camera is. They know what the speed limit is. They can give speed limit warnings. They can't tell where the no right, no left turn signs are. You know, and they can't route you properly. When they've got all that information, they display it 100% accurately. They can't route you properly. And they can't tell you where there's no right or no left turns. Okay, this GPS is way off course. It's saying in 6.4 kilometres turn left, and our turn that it took us yesterday is just here. It's saying bear left in 6.3 kilometres. This intersection here is where it told me to go yesterday, just here to the left, where those cars just turned, just there. But the actual turn is here ahead. I'll take the turn where I've got to go. This is about as far as I've got to go. I've got to turn left here. Okay. Maybe that's a bus turning lane, that could be why. I'm not really sure. But this is definitely the right route. I'll show you on a map after work where this thing could have been taking me. But that's very disappointing, because there was a road before this and this that's a major artery to where I've got to go. So this is the intersection here where the GPS told me to go the opposite way to what I'm going now. I say that if I followed this GPS, I'd probably lose my job so far. So it's very disappointing. Remember that this is 2015 and this cost $500. I don't believe it. It's going to tell me to turn left where I've got to turn right. I've got to turn right up the road here. See, up the top of the hill there, I've got to turn right. That's the only way to get to work. And it's telling me to go an extra 1.2 kilometres and turn left, and that'll take me through the city. So I've got to turn right up here. I know that because I work around here, and it's telling me to go an extra kilometre.
turn left.
Okay, so now it's going to take me down this road here. I don't think this is a truck road, more of a side street. Okay, I'd say that probably the only way you can really use this is to program your route yourself. So every street you want to turn down, I think they call it a waypoint or something, to program your actual route you want to go. So this GPS is on avoid tolls mode, and what happened was yesterday it took me down here, down there, across here, and then down here. That's where we had trouble with the intersection. Today was the first day that I used this GPS. I can't really say that I'm very confident in it. As you can see, it's sort of worked down. All this is tight, but it's sort of dropped down so that the screen's sort of facing down. It's not as good as a car GPS in the respect that a car GPS will sort of reroute you as you drive along. This tends to make up its mind what it wants you to do, and today I drove for sort of miles north, and it kept trying to get me to go south and along the original route it had intended me to go. Another thing, you remember earlier on in the video I had to recharge the battery. This doesn't actually have a battery. I can use this for 3 hours, and as soon as I turn the ignition off, it says that it's got no power and it turns itself off, which indicates that it in fact doesn't have a battery. Even after charging it constantly for that 48 hours, it turned itself straight off when the ignition was turned off. Another thing, I had the unusual situation today where I had this was turned on and it was working. This wouldn't work. The GPS wasn't working. This phone wasn't working. When I put in my home address, the map was sort of turned around, and I couldn't make it out. It didn't seem to work at all. And I couldn't find myself on the map because I could see the road, but I couldn't see the the council, the location it was in. In hindsight, what I could have done is looked up the address or my position, and then from that I could have looked it up in the map. I think that's the case. Today I was down around this area here, and I wanted to get sort of across up along here. So what I did was I started driving up here and across to here. Now all the time that I was driving miles and miles up this way and across here, it was still trying to get me to go down here and across down here, whereas another GPS or a truck GPS will sort of reroute you across in this direction here. But that's the thing about the truck GPSs, I think. They're not as good as rerouting on a small scale. Okay, I suppose what I'm trying to do here is just bring some awareness to technology not being reliable and very expensive and very draining, trying to learn how to use it. And it does break down and it's not reliable and very expensive. At the moment, unfortunately, this is looking like another return. But I'll keep you posted, and if I find any good points about it, I'll certainly let you know. This is not a video to to just sort of bag this product. I want it to work. I want it to be reliable. I want it to help me with my work, because I am a driver. That's what I really wish. But I'm just telling it like it is. Okay, look, I've done multiple road lookups with the GPS, and they've all been successful. I just looked up about 7 or 8 different streets, and I've been able to find them all on the GPS. One thing about this GPS is you need to find out the actual place where the street is. It works on putting in the street, the council name. For instance, you need to know that the street's in Whale Beach. You put Whale Beach into the GPS and then you can find the street. Okay, so we go to the find button. Keyword, you can put in a keyword and it'll do a general search. For instance, Whale Beach. And okay, Wales and Associates, Beach House, Beach Road. I suppose this is for if you're trying to find a restaurant or a hotel or something. Yeah, eating, you know, hotel room, wine, like a restaurant. It's got a lot of different options. Some of the options you can put in the postcode if you've got it. You can also put in coordinates, latitude and longitude. So by keyword, we've just done keyword, and the address. If you know the area, you should be able to find the road. For instance, let's have a look here. Let's try Quarry Street in Ultimo. So we need to know that it's in Ultimo. And then Quarry. What is it? Quarry Street. Yeah, Quarry Street, that's the one there. And centre of street. Quarry Street, Ultimo. The destination is close to cars. It's closed to cars. Yeah, it's got a mall there, I see that on the map. So, and there it is. Okay, so that was the address. City area, Ultimo. And yeah, that's just to go to a council location. Yeah, coordinates, we saw that before. Postcode, if you're lucky enough to have a postcode, you can go Ultimo 2007. 2007. Street name. Where was it again? Quarry Street. I was just saying that the route's currently in progress. Intersection, so that's just program an intersection. So again, you got to know the area that it's in. Okay, so you're seeing this video as I'm learning about the GPS. So far, I've got to say this is pretty impressive. It does have quite a number of different ways to look up a street, and you know, one of them will probably work. So we're going to try George and King Street in Sydney. So we know it's Sydney. Sydney CBD. A name is George Street. And an intersecting street is King Street. Oh, I see, it says a route is already in progress. I'll try cancelling that and going to this one. Okay, we'll try a new route. Are you sure you want to cancel the current route? Yes. Okay, so it's taking us there now. Yeah, okay, well that was fairly impressive. You know, I could find a street any corner of the city. So this might have some usage after all. The GPS comes with this CD. I managed, you know, this is an Apple, it just popped it straight out, but I've got another one, a Microsoft computer. I managed to install it. When I installed it, I brought up the window, and all you can do with it is just register your, you know, your GPS, and it's got some sort of picture software where you can work with any pictures on the GPS. But I mean, you can't take pictures with the GPS, so I don't really understand what that's got to do with a truck GPS system. So yeah, that's all it does. So you know, anything you can do with the software on this, you can just go to the website and do. One thing I'd like to mention is I store this in a lunchbox like that. I recommend you store it in some type of box, because these things here, you do them up to keep the GPS in place. These were actually off, so they'd vibrated off, both of them, when I set it up this weekend. So it'd be a good idea just to tighten them up before you stow it away, because you do loosen them off to remove it from the window. But definitely store it in some type of box like this. Okay, so this is the next weekend, and on Saturday I went for a drive around, just had the GPS going, and it was in B double mode, and I wanted to, or the GPS wanted me to come down here and get onto this road here. I was travelling down here and I see U-turn. As I'm travelling down, I see U-turn on the GPS screen. And I'm thinking, you know, this doesn't look too good. This is how you get onto this street. You go down here and you use this Stacy Street, and then you get onto this street here. Or what I had to do is come down here and use this side street here. It's a small industrial estate. Just went down and went along that way. But what the GPS wanted me to do was come down here, do a U-turn at these lights here with a B double on on this road here. It'd be impossible. So that's a real fail. You cannot rely on these on this GPS or any GPS I've ever used. Another thing I wasn't too confident with is this area here. I think I was trying to get to around this area just there. What happened was it brought me along and around a school around this area here with lots of turns, where it could have just brought me up here to this Regent Street and just brought me along that way.
Possible. Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible.
So I've just programmed a
Perform a U-turn when possible.
You know, a new address into this, and what I'm trying to do is actually be able to see the complete screen. So what I've been doing is just tapping the screen, and I'll hit the zoom, and I should have the zoom bit here.
Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible.
So there it is. So I'll zoom. It's disappeared.
Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible.
So it's not there.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
So I'll try it again. Zoom. There it is. Ah, it's gone.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
Okay, so it's calculating back on track.
Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible.
So there's the...
Perform a U-turn when possible.
Try and bring up that screen.
Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible.
It's gone.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
Try and bring up that.
Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn possible. Perform a U-turn when 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 possible.
Now I can't get the zoom to.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
See, now it's disappeared.
Perform
I think it had the time as
a U-turn when
there
possible.
it is, 8:39.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
8:39,
Perform a
and
U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when
that's
possible.
the time there. It's about
Perform a U-turn when possible.
6 to 8.
Possible.
I think it's completely locked on. I think it's frozen.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
I can't seem to bring up any screen.
Perform a U-turn when possible.
I can't seem to. I'll push
Perform a U-turn when possible.
the button on the side
Perform
here.
a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible. Perform a U-turn when possible.
Lock or sleep.
Perform a
Okay, so that's shut it down. So now I'll start it up again.
U-turn when possible.
I hope this isn't busted. There we go. Alright, zoom. Okay, so I'll zoom out. And it's gone. Okay, so that is a fail. That actually doesn't work. Okay. I've been up and down to my office quite a number of times, and I can't actually find a manual for this this GPS. I've got this is it looks like a warranty, an exclusive offer, and software license, but I can't find a manual. Okay, so I've just opened up the book, and I've seen this Vardy's Road at Kings Park, so let's try programming that in. Okay, so if I tap the screen, yeah, there we go. So then I come over to here and find address, Kings Park, K-I-N-G-S, Kings, and a space, Park, P-A, Kings Park, Sydney. Okay, street name, V-A-R-D-Y-S, V-A. Okay, so what happened there was I ran out of memory cards, so I'm back on board again. So yeah, Vardy's Road, Sydney through Kings Park, centre of street. Actually no, I'll put in an actual number. I'll put in 5. Okay, so it's recognised 5. Sometimes it tells you it'll take you to a number above it or below it. So go, add waypoint. I don't know what that is. Professional truck mode. Confirm your dimensions. Well, you know, it's 4.3 high, standard, 2.5 meters wide, that's standard. 16 is fairly standard for a length, 16 meters. Truck weight 50 ton, so I'll tick yes. The destination is in a non-B-double approved network. I don't know if you can read that, but that says Coca-Cola Amatil Industrial Estate. So they're saying it's not a B-double route, but it actually, there's the M7 there. That's the M7. This is Sunny Holt Road, and that's Blacktown Distribution Centre, so it's an actual transport distribution centre, and a industrial estate, Coca-Cola industrial estate there. King's Business Park, Lennox, hardware in general. I'd have to argue that that is a B-double route. So anyway, they don't want responsibility, so that's it. We should be going there now. I'll just turn it off and wait for it to program, although it's nearly there. One or more toll roads, we'll say OK. So okay, so tonight what I want to achieve is two things. I want to find out where the address is, and what I mean by that is I can see the address here, or I could see it. It's actually not there now. It just says go to the nearest road. No, I absolutely cannot find where the address is. Usually it displays the road, but not the council, and of course without the council you can't find out where you are on a you know, a normal map. Okay, the second thing I want to look at is programming a route or a route. So find and let's see. Okay, it's fairly late. It's about what is it, 8:20 at night. So I think I'll go on with that another time. If I had to give an instant sort of a yes or a no, I'd say could I find the address? No. Program a route, I haven't really had time to look into that. So I'm going up to Newcastle tomorrow, so it's a fairly long trip, so I'll have more information after that trip. Okay, so you'll have to excuse me, I'm fairly tired at the moment. It's a couple of days after Christmas, and I've been doing renovation building work. However, in the 3 or 4 times I've actually taken the GPS out, I've come to a few conclusions. Is it reliable? Can you depend on it? Can you go out there with a B-double and just drive from Melbourne to Brisbane? No, you can't. No. Is it reliable? No. Will it send you up the garden path? Yes, it will. It's got a big screen, and that's good to use when you're driving a truck. When you're driving a truck, the front windscreen is, you know, a bit forward of you, and so the bigger screen is good in that respect. The GPS does have a few good things. You can find out where you are. It's able to supply information that a normal GPS won't. So as always, map out your destination. Unfortunately, maps don't have, or no longer have, no right or no left turns, so that's also like the problem with maps. GPSs aren't 100% reliable. I've only taken this unit out, as I've said, 3 or 4 times. Is it worth the $500? No, it's not worth $500. It's worth, say, $370 at the most. It's nothing special. It's just a GPS with a few extra abilities, a larger screen. You can increase or decrease the size of your vehicle, but it doesn't seem to have any real bearing on the routing. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Probably not. I think if I was going to buy a GPS system, I think I'd buy 2 normal car GPSs. I'd have them running at the same time, and I'd just stick with the one that tells me to go straight, and that'd lessen the chance of being lost or brought up the garden path. So obviously what I like to do now is just wrap this video up. Keep your eye on the comments section below, and I'll update things as I find out more about the GPS.